7. RS-25 engines lit. 4, 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition. And liftoff. The crew of Artemis II now bound for the moon.
Good roll pitch.
Roger, roll pitch.
Houston now controlling the flight of integrity on the Artemis II mission around the moon.
Integrity, AMT high.
Hello everyone and welcome to Partner News Live. Shelley, so exciting seeing the spaceship taking off.
Yes, finally, right?
Finally, yes. After 20 years, Orion finally made it into space with people on board. Did you see the live takeoff?
Yes, I did. And did you see the ones where video that was taken from someone as they were traveling on an airplane? They got to see the takeoff.
I did not. I would assume they'd be a fair old distance away for safety. Yeah,
Oh,
that
yes.
would have been a good video.
Oh, yes.
I'll go and look out for that one. So, no, fantastic. Americans and the Canadian are in space once again. And now there is a good chance, there's the sound of me knocking on wood. There's a good chance we might actually now beat the People's Republic of China to the moon or back to the moon. Fingers crossed, okay? We have a real full show today. We've got 4 segments today, Shelley. We've got Dan Allen, one of our new channel managers. He's been with us for a couple of months now.
Yes.
And then we're going to have you talking about lots of the second quarter offers from Verizon. Then we've got an old friend coming back. We've got Kirk Nobles from Pixel. He's also going to be there at Channel Partners too, so he's going to be telling us what he intends to be doing with his time there. And then finally, we'll have Melissa, our own Melissa Rogers, will come on with a final briefing, just show us the outline of the booth and what we will be doing, what Connectus will be doing at Channel Partners. So, my goodness me, it's just a few days to go. Our advanced party is flying out on Sunday, and the remainder of the Connectus staff and all of the vendors and sponsors and partners will be there by Monday morning. And remind me, Shelley, it's Monday 13 to Thursday 16 of April.
Right.
That came up real fast, didn't it?
Really fast, yes.
My goodness me. Hey, so listen, before I forget, like I usually do, will you say a few words about our sponsor? And I will pull that slide up on screen.
All righty. Yes. So Team Texas is the sole sponsor of Partner News Live, based just north of Dallas-Fort Worth Airport. And with affordable hotels nearby, Team Texas will arrange an amazing day out for you or your staff or your business customers and prospects. David Starr and Kim Starr are both very knowledgeable about all the Verizon products and services, and they are the best salespeople and advocates you could ever wish for. Together, they create an event tailored especially for your needs and wishes. As Connectus partner, they will give you a special price and fantastic service. And they will also be at our booth at Channel Partners. So please come visit with them.
Absolutely. Thank you, Shelley, for that. Okay, so we're under real time pressure to fit everything in today. So let's go right over to meet with Dan Allen. Hey, Dan, great to see you.
You too, Neil.
So it's been just over 2 months since you joined Connectus. First question I have to ask you is, why did you decide to come on board with us?
Awesome, Neil. That's a great question. It was definitely a shock, getting laid off after 16 and a half years with Verizon. But some of my fondest memories were when I was working the channel side with my peers over there on the Verizon side. And although I had the smallest stack of agents of my tier ones through Connectus, I developed the strongest relationship with the Connectus team. So I'd been working with Corey, with Greg, some of the folks on the sports side, you, Neil, and I had really fond memories of that time. So I reached out to Corey after the layoff, honestly, more to see if there were any, tier twos out there that were looking for somebody. And Corey immediately went to Greg. and Greg reached out to me directly, and that's kind of how it all began. I knew that Connectus was a company that I would be interested in working for. I knew that they were people of integrity and the most engaged tier one that I've ever dealt with. So I wasn't necessarily looking for a tier one job, but Connectus would be the only one I'd be interested in.
Yeah, well, Verizon's losses are a great gain. And of course, you've got all the experience already in the channel. So are our partners talking with you on a regular basis? What kind of questions are they asking you?
Well, I mean, some of the folks who already knew me were happy to see me on the Connectus side of the house, and they enjoyed the level of support and my level of engagement for my former Verizon role. But they're asking me a lot of different questions, because I have a deeper skill set and knowledge than what would typically come with a tier one, having come from the Verizon side. They do tend to rely on me for more technical type questions around products like One Talk, Bus Solutions, MDM. So that's bringing those vertical solutions in to present them in a little bit stronger fashion than maybe would be happening from some of the other channel managers, although they're great, don't get me wrong.
No, that's good to know. Now, I understand that while you were with Verizon, they were always sending you off to different places. You never actually got to go to Channel Partners before. So this is going to be your first time at Channel Partners.
That's correct. So I'm very excited. I've heard so many good things and some of the great relationships that have been established between Connectus and some of the different agents. So I'm looking forward to not only the festivities, but also meeting some new agents and hopefully bringing them over to the Connectus side of the house.
Fantastic. And of course, I know that you've seen all the renderings already. And I just want to point out to everybody, remind everybody, we've got the glass house again. We've got the glass house again. And remember that you can come and meet Dan in the glass house or on the booth itself and have an impromptu chat. Or indeed, if you want to bring in, your prospects or existing customers and have a conversation that includes Dan, please do. You can book meetings in the glass house at any time. Remember, we can have 2 meetings in the glass house. It's that big. And indeed, if there's any overflow, we've got space on the booth as well. But Dan, I want to come back to you and ask you this. I mean, you've seen the renderings so far. What do you think of it's enormous, the booth this year. But tell us what you know about what's happening in the booth when our folks get there.
Well, from my understanding from the call I was on earlier this week, is there's going to be about 40 people in the booth all the time. So there's going to be a lot of representation. We've got some of our vendors that are going to have some good spots in there. So yeah, there's going to be some solid cross-pollination in the booth.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. Dan, listen, I'm looking forward to seeing you. I'm looking forward to hearing back from you as well after the show as well, just for your extra pair of eyes and your impressions from the show. But for right now, really appreciate seeing you. Thank you for coming on board and look forward to seeing you at Channel Partners. You take care.
Sounds good, Neil. You too.
Ah, Shelley, great to see Dan Allen there. And again, looking forward to seeing him this coming weekend, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and throughout the week, of course, there in Las Vegas. Okay, time for you to tell us about, because life goes on, of course. Even outside of Channel Partners, it's the beginning of the second quarter. And so Verizon has got a lot of new special offers. Will you share with us that you're cherry-picked what you regard as the best offers?
Yes, I will, Neil. We have a ton of new offers running now. And
Thanks again for doing this. I know it takes quite a while, and some of these words are tongue twisters as well, Shelley. So again, I'm really appreciative of you doing this for me rather than my tongue getting all twisted, as often happens. Anyway, okay, so let's press ahead. We're gonna go and visit with Melissa Rogers in just a moment, but right now, let's go over to Pixel and have a conversation with Kirk Nobles.
okay.
Kirk, so good to see you again. How are you?
I'm great, Neil. How are you? Good to see you again.
I'm so looking forward to meeting you in person again. It's been a while. In fact, I think the last time we actually met face to face was at last year's Channel Partners. Was it not? My goodness.
I believe so. Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, we've definitely talk, but been a while since we've been in the same space. So looking forward to it.
So everybody here now is at least familiar with the plan view of the Connectus booth, which of course is the same place as it was last year, but even bigger than ever. But you've got one of these pods, and we've shown the photographs, the images of these pods, which of course are made out of NASCAR tires. But you're going to have one of these. You're going to be there with a colleague as well. So, I mean, when people come by the booth to meet with you, what are you going to be showing them?
Yeah, Neil, I'm looking so much, looking forward to being there in the booth and sharing some really cool, some of the latest and greatest technology that Google Pixel for Business is bringing to our devices. So I'll be there demonstrating cool features like Magic Cube.
Mm-hmm.
So with Magic Cube, if you're a lot of users that I talk to, they see it happen on their device, but they don't know that that's Magic Cube. And so, for example, if you make a phone call, say if you have a flight we'll be flying into Vegas, and but if something happens where I need to call Southwest while I'm en route or before I take off, as soon as I place that call to Southwest, my reservation automatically gets pulled into the call screen. And so I don't have to go leave the phone app and go to the Southwest app and find my confirmation. Magic Cube goes and finds that information and pulls it to where we're in the call. So that's a really cool feature. So we'll be demonstrating those things, so helping customers connect the dots between the technology and the hardware that we're bringing to the user experience. So
It blows me away, Kirk, because I mean, we all think that we're familiar with AI, but I
yeah,
mean, you and Pixel, you're really pushing the cutting edge now of using AI as a helper, as an assistant. I mean, Gemini just blows me away. We're not just using it like Chat GPT, like we were doing a few months ago, just asking
right.
a question, tell me the answer to my. It's far, far more than that. It's trying. I mean, it's like a personal assistant
It's a personal
that's going
assistant.
to give you the information that it knows that you need in that moment, and it
Yes.
presenting it in a way that, I hate the word seamless, but that's the best word I can think of right now. Tell us more about Gemini, please.
Yeah, you're 100% right, and that's how seamless is probably the best word or adjective we can use, because that's exactly how the experience should be. It's everything is Gemini is integrated into the platform, and that's the beauty of Google owning the platform, the software, and the hardware. It's all designed to work seamlessly together. So me as the end user, or you as the end user, whoever it is, they don't even know that this Gemini is their guy. It's kind of like my little line. Gemini is my guy. He's helped me, get pull all that information in. I don't have to move around on my device. It actually knows. It gets to know the user, and of course, with all the software, the cloud support, that we see on our PCs already from Google. Everybody's using Google platform. They're using Gmail and work and Docs and Sheets and of course the browser. So we're using Google it's integrated in our everyday life.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have it integrated on our hardware, on our smartphone, which we have in our hands, pretty much all day long at our fingertips. And so Gemini is right there at your fingertips, ready to assist in a really useful and efficient way, keeping us stay efficient throughout the day. So
I want to highlight for a minute. I want to highlight for a minute Pixel for Business, because I mean, here's my Pixel 9, by the way. I mean, obviously, it's a great piece of hardware. It's
yeah,
fast. It's a great display. When I hit the go button, things happen very, very quickly. But it's more than that. I mean, I like it in particular because it's not got the bloatware. I know, and like you said a moment or two ago, it's integrating into the whole Google verse. But the other thing as well is, you talked about Pixel for Business. So obviously, all of our partners, we're trying to sell to our business customers.
yeah.
And traditionally, they tended to go towards the iPhone, or if it's Android, they've tended to go towards the Samsung. And yet, this device is every bit as powerful, if not more powerful than them. and at a better price point and without the bloatware. So, I mean, what will you be, folks who come to visit with you on the booth, what will you be saying to them to encourage them to switch if they're using, the Samsungs or the iPhones?
Yeah, and that's the whole point of being there in person. So you can see the device, you can feel it, you can fall in love with it right there on the spot. You can see that, hey, this is a state of the art piece of hardware. It's got the fastest processor. It's got a processor that's actually designed, that Tensor's 5 chip set is actually designed to support AI. It's
Mm,
designed to work intuitively throughout the device. So, but you gotta sometimes, it's one of those deals where you just gotta see it to believe it. You gotta feel it to fall in love with it, and to see the difference for yourself. We see people, a lot of users, they're accustomed, they become accustomed to, like I say, the bloatware, and we just kind of deal with it. We think we just have to deal with what's given to us,
yes.
out of the box. Hey, it just comes with these games on it. It comes with this user experience on top of it, but you don't have to settle. Google gives you your device, and you put on it what you want on it. You design it. It's designed with the user in mind, but then the user can add whatever they want onto it instead of having to just live with what the OEM puts on the device and gives it to you. So nobody wants to be told what to do, or what they have to live with. Google just makes it with you in mind, and then you can customize it the way you need to. So that's the whole point of being there at the at Channel Partners. Hey, come by, stop by the booth, get a chance to actually feel the device. It's a well-made device. It is the camera is state-of-the-art camera with the zoom features, up to zoom up to 100 times zoom. So you can zoom right in on from long distances away. Uh, and we can talk about ways to use the device, ways you use your device in your business, and we can uncover some unique ways that the Pixel will be able to help you be more efficient.
Just fantastic, Kirk. We're talking real cutting edge stuff. So listen, really looking forward to seeing you in just a couple of weeks' time, coming up real fast. Yeah, and I just encourage everyone to come to the Connectors booth and see you there. Kirk Nobles, thanks for joining us today. Take care.
Thank you, Neil. See you there.
All right, Shelley. So good to see Kirk again, Kirk Nobles. Always a good friend, and over the years, not only has he been with us at many of these shows, he's also been to several of the NASCAR races with us too. So very, very happy to be having conversations with him. But listen, we're running short on time. We've only got a few minutes to go. So let's go straight over and find out from Melissa, what are the final arrangements being made for Connect Us at Channel Partners? Melissa Rogers, how are you?
I'm good, Neil. How are you doing?
I'm doing just great. You must be so excited about Channel Partners. You flying out this Sunday?
Yes, this Sunday at 11 a.m., Rick and I will be flying to Las Vegas to get started.
Fantastic, fantastic. Okay, there's no point. It's a closed question. If I ask you if you're excited, of course you're excited, and I bet you're going to be
I
stressed.
am.
And I know you're going to be so busy, but you'll have a blast as well. But you gave me some slides to share, so let's bring them up just now. And I am going to ask you about these. Now, we've seen some of these before, yeah, but
Hmm.
this is what, 30 by 30 carpet? Yeah.
30 by 30. Yes.
Okay, let's just walk around the booth. I see you have two of the same thing. What's this?
This year we are bringing two of our NASCAR racing simulators. Last year we only had one, so this year we'll have two. We're trying to outdo ourselves, and we'll have dueling racing simulators.
Dueling racing simulators. Wow, I can't wait. I can't wait. I should have brought up some photographs from last year because I mean it's incredible, isn't it? There's the three screens, the wraparound screens, so the person's
Yes.
actually sitting there, and they've got a view ahead and a view as if they were looking through the quarter lights, and you can see the walls flying by at tremendous speed. It's very realistic, isn't it?
It's pretty intense. Absolutely. I didn't do very well when I did it, but it's an intense, fun experience. They're fun. Yeah.
So, I mean, I remember from last year, it was really popular. There was a line of people waiting all the time, hence two. Fantastic. That's good news. So let's
Yes.
just walk around. Tell me what this is we're looking at just now, the big banner.
So the big banner that's going to be hanging over our booth.
So it's going to be about here, but way up high with the spotlight on it. So it'll be nice and bright.
Yes. So this is our large 20 by 10 banner, you know, spotlighting Connect Us, Verizon, and then all of our wonderful sponsors that will be with us at this year's Channel Partners. Yes.
No, fantastic. I know these are not necessarily the final sponsors, and we'll see the sponsors on the car rendering you sent me in just a moment. But this gives everybody the idea that each of these pods has got one of these. Tell me what this is, please.
So these are 4 used, not roughly used, but used NASCAR racing tires. And one of the team members from David Starr's Team Texas Racing School has built these for us, constructed them. And so we're calling them our pods, our NASCAR racing tire pods with a nice sturdy plexiglass topper. Screw them all together, and they're going to be our tables.
Fantastic.
Racing themed.
And so each of these tables is going to have a couple of bar stools, 3-4 bar stools round about it. So, people can actually sit down and meet with the vendors, the sponsors who are there.
Absolutely. That's correct.
Yeah, yes. And they'll be identified by something like this. Each of them is going to have, and if I remember rightly, this is an actual piston. Yeah, this is an upside down
actual piston. Yes, and those were also put together. They were Imagineered, ideated by one of our fabulous team members at Connect Us, and we worked with Team Texas to have them help us execute our idea for this custom-made piston tabletop sign. It has room for business cards for our sponsors to have on each side of the bottom of the piston where it adheres to the base, and we're excited about it.
I'm not surprised. And I see along the back here, Rick's put just in little rectangles for the feather banners. And that's a nice, actually, before we move on to the feather banners, let's just mention again that we have the separate 16 by 16 glass house. Is it close to the main booth?
It is very close to. It's just perpendicular, if you will, very close walk, maybe 12 feet max, maybe gets farther than that, but it's definitely very close. And we will have access to that above and beyond the show hours when the hall there is open. So yes, we have our glass office again.
You're going to laugh at this because I'm going to ask you some leading questions to which obviously I already know the answer.
Yeah.
Is it true? Is it true, Melissa, that we actually have a love seat, two seats and a tables? It's sufficient to have 2 meetings simultaneously if we need to inside the glass.
Neil, it is true. In fact, we have 2 love seats, 2 tables, and 2 sets of chairs. So we have the ability to have 2 separate meetings at once if we need to. And I'll tell you, it's getting booked up. We're going to be very busy.
Oh, good. That's good to know. Because I remember in previous years, because we've been doing this for years now, in previous years, some of our partners were there. And crazily, instead of taking advantage of this meeting room that's right there, they would walk people to or they'd invite people to come away up the Venetian to a suite or a restaurant. Yes. And I'm very sorry, we've already got a meeting with XYZ. We can't make it. Well, wait a minute. If they're right there, let's use it. So, if you would like to use our glass house, either book ahead, preferably with Melissa Rogers, or just drop by and say, can you fit us in just now? Okay.
Yes.
Right. So let's move to the next one, if I can remember how to use PowerPoint. Yeah. So this is a kind of rendering of a couple of the flags.
Yeah, so this is a rendering of our flags. They have arrived. I have checked them in. They look great. They were custom designed, very racing themed, nice and tall. They're going to have movement, and they'll just go along with the rest of the booth, and they're representing our wonderful co-sponsors this year for Channel Partners.
Of course, of course, Team Texas are represented as well. We mentioned the 2 driving simulators, but Team Texas will actually be there to meet with you and anybody And indeed, if you would like to bring along a prospect or one of your business customers to meet with David and Kim Starr, bring them by. You know, David loves to speak with everybody. And of course, David and Kim, after all these years, they are well versed in Verizon solutions. So they'll talk about NASCAR and steer your prospect towards any topic you would like them to talk about to help with the sale. You sent me 4 pictures of the new pit shirt. It looks fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah.
They arrived on Monday. They are all here. They're newly custom designed for this year's show. Definitely excited to represent ourselves, Verizon, a couple of our sponsors, and of course, Team Texas.
Fantastic, fantastic. I see we're using the 50-year crest from last year. We're actually up to 51 years now, but this still looks really sharp and smart. I think
Yes,
we should
it does.
do this until we can change it to 60. Yeah?
Yes,
Which
yes.
It won't be far away. Here's the back. And then you also send me close-ups of the 2 sleeves, and we can see several of the sponsors on the sleeves
Yes.
as well. Nice,
As
nice.
as if you couldn't miss our booth, if you see us walking around, we are the
Yeah.
folks in those wonderful racing shirts that are always very eye-catching.
They are a big, big draw. And of course, I've said it before, I love the fact that Connectus uses the red, white, and blue for obvious reasons, being a naturalized citizen of these United
Yes.
States.
Yes.
Talking about
Yes.
red, white, and blue, here is the new car rendering. This is the rendering, isn't it, that we will see on the car in the booth.
That is it. We are very excited about our newly designed wrap. Yes.
And I mean, yeah, we mentioned a few minutes ago, here are loads of the sponsors, loads of the sponsors. There's Refresh Tech, there's IBM Mass 360. We had them on Winner's Circle very, very recently as well. Came
Yes.
through. Yeah, Scale, who just recently bought, who did they just recently buy over?
Adaptive.
Thank you. And then, of course, Pixel for Business. And one of the flags we showed just a moment or two ago was also for Pixel for Business. Our old friend Kirk Nobles will be there as well. Here is another view you sent me showing a rendering of the car. Yeah, so I mean, it just looks so cool. And it's going to be such a big draw for the show. And lastly, I think the last picture we have is just a close up when these things were first delivered, the tabletops. And it's a better view of the upside down pistons there. And there's the ring that the crankshaft goes through. Okay. No, fantastic. So you're flying out on Sunday. Yeah.
Yes.
When will the
Few short
car
days.
be arriving? And will you be helping to guide the car through the hall to its display place?
I think I will help and probably supervise. I will definitely be there. Yes, so the car will also be arriving on Sunday afternoon at about 2 in the afternoon. David and team, myself included, will be helping unload it from the trailer and guide it to its spot at booth 101 to set it all up.
Oh, Melissa, so looking forward to next week. Okay, I wish you happy travels and look
Thank
forward to
you.
seeing you really soon.
Yes, same here, Neil. Thank you so much.
All right, Shelley. So you're going to keep watching how the crew, the four-person crew out there. I think they've gone past the back of the moon now. They're sort of kind of still near the moon, but starting their way back now, if I remember correctly.
Yes, that's what I saw. I saw that
Yeah,
earlier
so,
today.
yeah, I think they've got another couple of days, maybe 2 or 3, another 3 days, I think, to go yet, and obviously looking forward to them returning to Earth with a nice, safe atmospheric re-entry. I know all the technical words, and splashdown in the Pacific Ocean. So. But we're meeting again here at the same time in 2 weeks' time on Wednesday. And for those of you that do not make it to Channel Partners, we'll have some highlights, videos, some excitement to look forward to in 2 weeks' time. And hopefully, Shelley, you will be with us as well.
Yes, I will.
Okay, I look forward to that. All right, time to say goodbye. Say goodbye, Shelley.
Goodbye, Shelley.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.